Okay. I should be streaming again. Okay. All right. I should be streaming. I'm going to get things reopened so that I can see where everything is. Maybe we, okay. Right. I'm back here. I am going to try the, oh, I lost the cord to it though. Try the second monitor one more time. Take 2, LOL. Okay, I'm going to try the second monitor. Of course, everything went over there. All right. Let me just see what OBS is going to... It like extended it. I see. Okay. Instead of doing displays, apply. And hopefully it stays like this, because this is how I would like it to be. So I'm gonna try this out. I'm not gonna move. Oh, you're seeing me do all this, right? Okay, so it's you're seeing all that. All right, I'm gonna try. Oh, it went back. It went back. There's some sort of setting that I'm not seeing where it says keep the setting. And that's what's going on. So one more try. It goes into this like nether region of like between the screens kind of thing. All right. Okay. Apply. And then I'm getting this message. Does this display look okay? Come on now. Come on. Keep this configuration. I think I hit it this time. Let's open back up my command line. Where did... No! I went back over there! Evidently, I'm going to be coding over here today because that's what you can see. And I will just try to kind of have it angled the same way. Alright, that's just what's going to happen because I can't quite figure it out. It's going to be a little odd today. But I don't want to spend any more time on it. So, and I have to come back over here to open things. Oh, gosh. Quit. I'm opening back up. When I open it, it comes back over here. I'm just checking to see again what you're seeing. You're seeing over here. So I'm going to move this over here. And now you're just seeing my command line. All right. Progress. Going to get Twitch Ruby Thursday back up because I lost it again. So that I can see the chat. I'm just going to be coding on the other monitor. So I'll be kind of sideways today. All right. And there we are. Okay, so now let's open up. Oh. I have to get to my project. It's on a second partition, so that's where that is. Okay. It opened it on both screens. Oh my gosh, too much fun today with monitors. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and... Sorry, this is going to stick around. Not quite sure why that's happening. All right. So we are going to, let's make a new branch. Okay. Get checkout, add ACH. All right, and so we need a spec. Oh, I mentioned guard, and with guard, you need to open, I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to, I put this in my README so I could copy paste. I'm going to run guard in this separate tab. So it's going to watch, hopefully I can get this a little better. It's going to watch what I'm doing. And I have it set up to run RSpec whenever I change a file. And now it's going to run all of my specs if I change things in the views or in the controllers, but right now we're just going to be working on writing our spec, and so we'll see. It probably just keeps running it. I'm not quite sure what happens. Let's see, as you write a new spec, what happens. So I'm just going to create a new spec in our features. I start with features. So let's say client pays with ACH. Let's make that. So let's make a new file and save it. We want it under spec features, and it's going to be client pays with ACH spec.rb. All right, let's go ahead and basically we're going to work from our one-time payment, because I think that's an easier, you know, there's less going on. It's one-time payment. So let's just try it with this. So we're going to copy. No, it's not going to copy. Oh, I'm sorry, all copy, paste. All right, and then we need to change pays with ACH. And we're going to take off VCR for now because we're going to be writing it, and I don't want to record anything yet. I'll just have to delete the recording. So we'll wait till it's all passing live with Stripe, and then we will add VCR so it has a recording of it, so we're no longer reaching out to Stripe. All right, so by visiting payment page and enters bank info. So we're going to, yes, visit the new invoice payment path for this invoice that we create. It's one-time payment. Make sure it has all the content. Make sure it's loading. Basically, this is that, hey, the page is loading correctly. We're going to fill in the client email. Fine. I'm not sure it's going to be within frame 0. I'm going to have to review the Stripe documentation a little bit about this because We are using the elements. We're using Stripe elements. So probably we're going to create an like a bank element. And so I'm going to look up that, but it's probably what we'll be adding to this file here. So now I'm just curious because this save now, it's probably running it. I don't really want it to keep running this, but I guess it will. Let's look at. It is. Okay. Well. All right. We'll see what happens. So I think all of our expectations. So this part is going to be different. That'll definitely fail. Just to save it there. All right. So we need to figure out what it's going to put in there. Then we're going to expect everything to have a charge, customer, all of that. Okay, so that's all the same. So what we need to figure out is what they're going to fill in. So let's go to, I'll open up a new browser here. We're going to Stripe docs. Alright, so let me pull that off and pull it over to the screen that you can see. Okay, and it's definitely payments and elements. I'm sorry, the my cords are all in the way. Here we go. All right. Bank account. So we're Stripe elements instead of pre-built UI components. And that's what we're doing for our basic card. React. So we're going to let's click on that. Whoa! Not really what I wanted. Developers. I think that's where I was. Yeah. It's on our examples page. Let's open this in a new tab. I just need the bank account. No, that's not helpful. Okay. There's 4 steps. Set up Stripe elements. Okay, here we go. This is better. So I've done a lot of this already. Elements, right. Create, I did that. Create your payment form. Card element. What about bank? Create a token. Is there, let's see. Oh wait, there it is. Other payment, there we go, ACH. Here we go. It says we can name it, we accept it. Slightly different initial workflow than accepting credit cards. Okay. So it takes a little bit longer. All right, it takes up to 5 business days. We first need to collect and verify customer's bank account. I don't know. I've never used Plaid. Interesting. I have not researched this. Plaid. Has anybody heard anything about Plaid? If they've used it or not? I think for today, a lot of this will be, I think, fairly similar. With delayed verification using micro deposits. That's fine. Yeah, customer. We're definitely saving the customer. Okay. It's pointing back to there. To that using Plaid. Is there any manually? Here, manually collecting and verifying. Source token. Yes. Here's Stripe.js. Right, create token, but we'll enter different things. We'll enter the routing number and the account number, account holder name, and account holder type. I need all these things actually. Some of this we will, we may just set to US for now. So that's great. It's creating token. Reference. Element. Let's just find on the page elements. Oh. 43 matches. Back to the top of this here. Elements create card. Right, great. It's all about the card. Do you not use one? Just look at generally Stripe elements for bank info. Sorry, there's a lot of research going on here. Platt, thank you. I'm looking over here. Only that you have not researched it. Ruby says, okay, yeah, that's all you've heard about Platt. It's pretty great for working with ACH, but it takes a little time to read about it. It automates a lot of the verification flow. Thank you, real developer. All right, so, what? In either case, we're probably using the no, I don't see. I don't see that they have an element for the bank. Let's just find on this page bank. We create the token with the bank account. We just need to pull in all of this information. Looks like we're just going to do that manually. It's not an element. Yeah. Okay. I have actually done this on another project with, I just thought they had elements for bank accounts as well. They do not. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull up that project, if I can, over oops. This little Samsung Electric is like covering up my file thing. That's sad. Can I go over here? New window. There we go. It's over here too, which helps. I'm going to open. My other client project. Oh. And look at the spec, because we're still writing our spec. Okay. So this is what we filled out for the other project. Gonna not do within frame. This is not an element. So we're gonna fill in the routing number, the account number, and the account holder name. Looking back at the what we need: country, currency, account holder type. We should be selecting that because, you know, most likely you're also charging another another company. So it does need to say whether it's a business or individual account. That, I think, in this case, would be something that would happen. So I think we're going to keep the country and currency to US for now and not have them select that. That's something to add later when we put in a bunch more for handling other currencies. So let's go ahead and we need to fill in account holder type as well, or select really. Right, select. As a drop down, it would be choose. Choose individual. Now let's choose company, because I think that's more likely. Company. Are those the two types? It doesn't say. Let's open that back up in another tab. Down to our regular. Where was it? Is it just called company? Alright, well, we'll troubleshoot that if it's not company. And then, just make this down. I'm looking back at my stuff. I don't think there's a Stripe element for ACH, but if you use Plaid, you can use Plaid link. Demo Plaid Stripe. Just going to take a quick look at it here. Oh, that's how I could have... You know, I just realized how I could have found my windows there. They were right there. Oh, that's all there is to this page. Chosen account. Decision time here. Are there any? I'm gonna look at the just real quick. Just copy pasting from over here. Oh, we got. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's saying here, guys who already have ACH enabled account at both Stripe and Plaid. Go back over there to do that, but oh right, I have to enable that. I kind of do that later. But let's see. Keys. So it's like an API on top of an API, basically. Interesting. Okay, so it's going to have the user experience is that they choose their bank, and then kind of authenticate. Yeah. All right, well, this is brand new, so this is some real live code in here. Automates a lot of the verification flow. All right. So what they will do is they'll, just going back out to like, so you would select your bank, enter your credentials, select account, continue. So they go away and they come back. That is a lot easier because you're more likely to have your bank account. Yeah. Right, because you don't have to find your checkbook and, you know, fill it in, because that's certainly what I do when I go to set up ACH somewhere, is that I have to go find my checkbook because that has the routing number and the check and the account number on it. And the point of the Invoice app, right, is to make payments easier. So, you're more likely to have that signing into your bank information handier. All right. Now, so there might be some fees, but is there, you know, just like maybe off the top? But I think that's probably worth the ease for the client. So. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead. This is all right. So they're going. How do we test it? Is it say testing documentation? Let's see if we have. I wonder if we should go back over to Stripe, but I wish they would have like sandbox. Let's see if we go back over to Stripe. Testing. Sometimes they have sources. Oh, this is just all like test numbers you can use. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be interesting to test as far as a feature test goes. Oh, say more. Yeah. Thank you, Real Philipper, for encouraging me to go this route here, because I do think it is. Yeah, it is a better experience. Yeah, the familiar login experience. Yeah, I agree. But how do we test this sucker? Because you're basically first you need to set up a Plaid account and connect it to your Stripe account. So that's what you'd have to do. So it's worth clicking on a link, basically. Oh. Okay. Oh. Is it going to send back the customer email? I do need that. We'll have to see. Alright, so maybe when they come back, we collect that information. So, sorry, the mouse went away. Alright, so how about instead, let's select pay from bank account, which is going to change the view from the credit card to, I think, click link like you normally, and just Capybara. And just Capybara VCR like you normally would. I don't know what the experience is that, so they're selecting their bank. Plaid. These are like you normally would. So click link. Authenticate? I don't know. We can change the words later, but verify. That's what you're doing, right? Verify bank account. They might see. Are they going to see any? All right, we'll just see that. And then what do? They click link Chase. Oh, what are some sandboxes? I bet that's somewhere. That I bet we can find here. Introduction, instructions. All right, so it's just in the same place here. There we go. Inbox. We have some fun names here. Items. User good, pass good. Okay. Yeah. Pin credential good when required. This is going to be fairly placeholder here as we work through this. This is going to take longer than this live coding session. But what I will do is when we're offline, I will read more of it. All right, so fill in. You know what? Another way of testing, right? Is to get up to here and then see where we are, right? So click link, verify bank account, and just get it that far, right? We're simply toggling our view, right? That's the very first thing that happens. So we're not doing any of this. I'm just gonna kind of right? So we're just gonna expect the page to have content. We'll just take a little more step by step here to have content. What did it say? It said select bank. Where is that demo? Select your bank. Okay, hopefully it says that on there. I'm going to close this other example I have since we're not to have content. Select your bank. And see what happens. We may only have time just to toggle from here to here. And what we'll do for next time is I will read through it and get all of my credentials set up because I don't, I have to put that. We have some, has MFA enabled. Okay, so we'll have to choose a bank or a fake bank, maybe that does or does not, or one of those. Verify bank account. All right, so because right now it's gonna fail, right darn here. So I betcha we have all kinds of failures going on in Guard. There you go. That was the last one. Here, can I get this up further? Is there more? There we go. It's running it again. Okay. But unable to find visible option pay from bank account. And that's where we thought it would fail. Right? Because we have not gotten that option going. So, in our view for payments, new, let's see, we're going to have a place where we can edit that. And now this is where I'm going to go back here and open up GitHub. I think I called it Frozen Heat. Yes, AdGuard. In case you didn't know, I named my repositories based on the fake Rick Castle books from the TV show Castle. Until those run out. It was fun when I was doing it. I'm kind of now Castle is over, so it's not as much fun. But let's go back to find where I put in Bitcoin. This is why the history is fun. Let's see. Did I have it as a pull request? Because that might narrow this down a little. I might not have. I should have, because then that'd be easier. Why don't I just look up Bitcoin? Oh, look, no Bitcoin, but saving to switch to ACH eventually. Oh, okay. In payments.js. Right, so this is showing switches form to payment option chosen. Got it. All right. This is great. All right, so that's actually still in right here. Found it. Okay. So credit payment. Now we're calling it ACH payment div. Choose. Okay. Type of. All right. So I'm reading through my JavaScript I wrote maybe 4 months ago, maybe. If choose a credit card is undefined, no. Add event listener click. If it's not those things, right? Sorry, it's overwhelmed on the other computer. Click function. All right, so we're going to show the credit card and not show Bitcoin, but let's change it to ACH. But if they click on choose ACH, then we're going to hide the credit card and we're going to show ACH. So now we need down here, it's on the other side here. So we still have credit card payment. But I took out all of the Bitcoin-ness. So where did I put that back in? Let's see. Let's go back to the where's my back button? There it is. Payments, payment options. Oh, dang it, I accidentally took it out. Okay, well, let's just open that back up. Okay. Payment option. Okay, so we're going to change that to ACH. Choose ACH. Label here. And what did we in our pay from bank account? And again, choose ACH. We need some kind of other image. I'm just gonna leave the Bitcoin image for now. But we should work on another image. Thanks, Real Philipper. I know I was mostly just chatting, not so much coding while you were here. But thank you for encouraging me. You're right. It is a better option to have that more seamless flow for the user, especially if it's an option. I'm just having some bank issues go into them, but it is very important that we keep more on the edge of where payments are going. And it's getting more seamless, but there's a lot more involved here. So note to my designer, I need a new image for something that says bank. All right. Let's now how does we show this as it's a partial, And I have a feeling I just took out where it would be, because it could be kind of up here. So this is maybe where I need to go back to here. This is all. And let's instead look for commits instead. Remove Bitcoin. Add accept Bitcoin to one-time payment invoice. Let's look at what it's had in it. Oh, that was for the invoice. No, we need the payment. Some binding prize I left in there. Okay, let's work in progress there. All right. Well, this will show what I removed. So there you go. All right. And the invoice. Right. Not gonna worry with that right now. You need to get to views. That's what I really need. Mailers, views, okay. Mailer, mailer, mailer. Instructions, views, invoices, form, nope. Payments, there we go. Right under line 62, I had if invoice accept Bitcoin, render payment options. We're just gonna render payment options. Right above line 63. Okay, here we go. All right, now that should give us that. Let's see if it fails again. Is it running it? Oh, it's running everything. Okay, that's right, because we changed a view. So in my guard configuration, we had I had some it was easier to set it to run all of the feature specs if you change a view. This is something I kind of want to work on and keep researching, because now instead of running just the one spec that I'm working on, it's running them all. So what I could do additionally is I could open another tab. Oh, no, I don't have to open another tab. Why don't I just do, I take it back. Instead of looking at, oh, where am I? I could just run the one spec. Here, and this is guarding against other things, right? So if I'm gonna break other things, then I can come back here once I'm done making this pass and see if I broke anything else, which is great, because then I'm not hitting RSpec all and then having to wait. It's doing it pretty much at the same time. So I don't know if that's gonna slow me down in a certain way, because this is running as well. Why is it running it again? I don't know. I went away. Is it still not able to? Oh, maybe it was doing it. Oh, right, because as you edit, it runs it over and over again. Because it's guarding. It's guarding. But now that a lot of things are failing. Okay. Couldn't find invoice. Wow, that's that's not even getting to the page. This might actually, that's interesting, but over here it was only failing the one and now it's failing multiple. I don't know. If it's going to come up with the same error. I might want to wait and see if it does. Let's see. Wait, there's probably one more thing we're not doing. Because this just is toggling, but it needs to also, here's the toggle, but where is the form, right? Okay. So in our JavaScript, ACH payment div, display block, get element by ID ACH payment. So we have there's a credit card payment div, but there's not an ACH payment div yet. So that's maybe not what's going on, but we need to create one. So here's the credit card payment div, which probably for the sake of readability in this big long form needs to be moved into a partial too. So payment options. So let's do a new file and save, and then we're going to call it the credit card form, but it's partial. It starts with the underscore, .html.arb, and then another new one, and we'll call this ACH form. And it's a partial. Although I think it's going to have a link on it, but that's okay. All right, so let's go back to new. So we're going to move all of this, is that to there? The form. And I'm going to fix the copy paste. Okay, make sure we got the ends that we need. Great. All right, and now we will render. Credit card form. And now we're going to make our div ACH payment. And now we need to render ACH payment. I just did ACH form. Okay, and now let's just have we're just going to put a placeholder here, link to verify bank account. We should actually here click link. Why don't we just have an expectation? Right, because it wouldn't be there before. Let's actually have it not before. Let's add an expectation to not to have content verify bank account. And now we're going to after we hit that kind of toggle button, oh, sorry, here. Oh, sorry. Not to would have an underscore. All right, so we're not going to have the content, and then we're going to have the content. So let's just have it plain old text for now, and then it won't find the link. All right, so well, we're just going to have text right there. Okay, so that's just so we make sure that the toggle itself is working. So this is just gonna run, yeah. All right, so let's just run the one and see if we're still not able to find the invoice, because that's different. Sorry, I didn't put it up to the top of the screen there. So this feels like a different issue, but here we go. Is this also happening over here? Our email. Okay, well, that's not. I'm a little worried because the other one is running. That's what's happening here, is maybe they're on different threads. So instead of diving deeper into this, I'm going to wait until here. We have 3 failing. There's some different things going on here. I may stop guard for the moment. Oh, you can stop guard. That's good to know, right? Look, stop. Stop. I don't need you right this moment. Stop. All right, so it is not running anything. All right, now let's try running this on its own. See if we still have the issue of not finding. No, it's a different thing. Okay, so it was because they were all running. But you can tell guard, hey, hold up for a moment. Not to find tax verified bank account in. Okay. Oh, I remember now. You do have to if I remember, if I look at my rendering, right. I had it on the same page, right? Style, display, none. So, we're going to add that here so it doesn't show. And then we have JavaScript to make it show. Okay. Now, it's going to start up. Right? Now we're going to say, nah. Let's not run everything. Thank you, though. Sorry. Lifted at the bottom again. And now we should see the have it not show and then show. So we're, if you can picture it, I could always turn on Selenium to show you, but it would be you're seeing the credit card form and then you're not. Okay, did we get to the next expectation? Unable to find visible option. Pay from bank account. Okay, so let's go back to the spec. So we got through not to have content. Couldn't find pay from bank account. Okay, so that would be payment options. Button tag, label. You know, I think that I had to do that differently in the test. So if we look in the test, I bet it's not like selecting. I bet it's like doing something else. With Bitcoin. All right, so we choose the ID. choose. Oh, and then did I write select? Even though, yes, I meant choose. I meant choose. Right? That's what I meant. Alright. But it also works better if you class ID choose ACH. So that's what it needs to choose. Because it's easier. Because the label doesn't match what the button's name is or value. So when that happens, you need to add an ID so it can choose it. I have to do this, yeah. So that happens, and that's better really because that means your test is stronger because the label may change, but probably your attribute or your value is less likely to change. So, let's see. I think the wow Zoclutch is saying hi. Hello, I think. Your label tag should have option 4 versus ID, which the checkbox has. 4. Okay, so you have that ID twice. The label should be 4 versus ID. Payment options. The label is 4. It's waving. Oh, waving. Okay. I can tell I'm terrible at emoticons. 4 versus ID. Yes, but let's click choose. We're going to choose that, not select. That should work better. Right, I still think stronger for, because this part, I'm just making that up right now. My designer may change it. All right, let's go back here. I'm going to tell, although I see things. Oh, it's unhappy. Why are you unhappy? Interrupt. There we go. All right. Okay, let's go back here. Let's try it again. It looks like I've broken other things, so we will definitely want to run that. But hopefully when I fix it, it'll be all great. Thank you, Okay, let's see. I know we're not gonna. All right, unable to find visible link, verified bank. Great. That is where we want it to be. All right, so this is how we're. Okay, so this is where we get back to. So the toggling networks. Now, what I'd like to do is. What is this link? So you're going to have a link, right? Sorry. All right, let's. I know I'm skipping skipping steps, but integrating with link is easy. All it takes is a few lines of client-side JavaScript and a small server-side handler to exchange the link token for access token and Stripe bank account token. Okay. Can either trigger the institution select view, a general purpose view that lists all of Plaid supported institutions, or trigger a particular institution's login form. Okay, so this is all happening in our app. All right, trigger. So here's some script. Link handler equals, sorry, I have to delete down. Plaid create. Select account true. Success. Or more. All right, when it's putting the public token in. OnSuccess function is called when the user has successfully authenticated and selected an account to use. When called, you will send the public token and the selected account ID to your backend and app server. Send data. Exit. Get Bank of America directly. No, that's okay. Here we go. So get by ID, link button, on click, link handler open. Because our link handler up here did all of this. Plaid create, all that stuff. Okay, so right, it's right up here. Missed that part. Open link institution select button. Okay, we can make it a little button instead of a link. Let's just use here. Exactly what they have. So now we're going to click a button with this. Open link institution select. All right. So I know I don't have any of the credentials in. But what we can do is copy this. Right. And see where we want to put it. So I have a basic payments JS, a credit card JS, turbo links load function. I think that helps things a lot. Let's put it inside of here. Pew. function. Add event listener. No. Not what I want to do. Put it below. We may have to worry about what version of Rails are we using? Thank you for that question. We are needing to update, but it's not too far back. 5.1.3. So we need to get back up. I think there's a 5.2. Is 5.2 officially out yet? I don't think so, but I think there's this should be the patches. I think are sidebar. Maybe. Oh, start type new for it. Has encrypted the new. Okay, so sorry, looking. I was just curious because the new version of Rails has encrypted secrets. You mean like 5.2 or right? No, you wouldn't use it for that for the front end. I'm going to use environmental variables. So 5.2 isn't officially out yet. They're working on it, but so I'm not too far off. 2 patches, but I do need to update that. On the side here, but and then I think I should go ahead and try to upgrade Ruby because that's up to 2.5. So just so you know, yeah. So I'm going to use environmental variables. I use Figaro. Is that what I use in this project? Figaro, yeah, is what I use to manage those. Oops, sorry. Long day of running around. Okay. Back to payments.js. So let's just put a little note in. Integrate with Plaid. I think I'll update that later. Plaid. All right. Environment sandbox. So this, right? All of this stuff we'll need to put as environmental variables because it should only be sandbox for testing, dev, and staging. And then it should be production for production. So I'll have to set that, and we'll have to set the client name and the keys. I think that would product auth. I guess that would be the same. All right. So all of this comes in. Oh, I don't want this guy. Not doing that one. It's probably going to give me some logging here. Probably would not load because this is not in. But we could try it. That's my guess. That it's gonna still fail at the oh, click the button. Maybe it'll at least click the button so that we can see that the button has been has happened, right? Click button, right? But I don't think it'll have this next expectation. So let's go tell guard to hang out here. Oh, guard stopped. Verify bank account. Well, is that the most recent guard? All right, let's just try running this. Ah, okay, so in 5.2, right. Yeah, so that's still Edge, and I don't tend to use Edge. I'm not that much of a risk taker. I like for them to be pretty settled that everything's working. Unless there's something I desperately need. But I will be glad. Not that edgy. I'm not that edgy. Not that edgy. Okay. Expected to find tax verified bank account. At one time, including non-visible text. Interesting. So I've actually taken a step back. So our little button. Our button seems to have broken that view, maybe? Alright, well, it's not all set up anyway, so I knew there would be issues with putting that in. So I'm going to leave it as a cliffhanger this week, because I need to go and set up my Plaid account and connect it to Stripe and put all of those environmental variables in. So that I will do. And so we're going to leave it as a to be continued for sure with Plaid. And I will read more about it so that I can kind of jump in a little more. I actually am headed to work on some other things. So I will let you know. We may not live stream next week. Sorry. But I do hope to the following week. So I know, big cliffhanger. Mid-season, whatever, cliffhanger. And so thank you for coming by and watching. I know it was a little more research and things like that, but a little bit of fun code with toggling between those views and learning more about Plaid. So thank you all, and I'm going to go ahead and finish up. Versions. Yes, loofah. And I just saw something else come through today. Bundler audit. And guard bundler audit. No, thanks for Philipper. Yes, so the loofah had something, and then I feel like today something else came in. Was that actual Rails sanitizer? Yeah, they actually updated that gem as well. Maybe then to pull in the new loofah. So some more fun gems. Thank you. I'm going to copy and paste this real quick. Because when I shut it all down, the chats go away. So I'm going to copy those links. That could probably be another Ruby snack, is showing off those guard bundler audit. So when you run guard, it's going to like say, hey, these are old. Which will be cool. So, all right. Thank you guys again, or gals as well. Thank you, folks. I will see you all probably in 2 weeks. I know it's more of a break again, but stuff going on next week. So, all right, have a great day, and I will try to figure out where OBS went to. Oh, I'll just do it from the top here. All right. Okay. Bye.